Can you comply with my request?
Where's your water department?
Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This would become a legal matter if you choose to go this route.
Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to see that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you? Wait,
What do you mean, who am I?
where are you with?
What do you mean?
I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for the book, sir.
Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter.
Today's video takes us to Chicago, Illinois, where we're going to listen in on a phone call with Boom Boom Boy. It's right, GoatBoy, as he calls Ohio and tries to get some public records, but they shoot him down. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy GoatBoy!
You guys, I still don't think you guys know how powerful this is. I still don't think you guys know how powerful this is. Depending on what record you're requesting, here's how this works. Ohio has about 100 counties, I think 88. In one day alone, I could request records from the state's attorney office in the entire state of Ohio. So that means the entire state of Ohio is working for records to provide for us, all within 10 days. They're all working at the same time to provide these records for us to look through. So this means I got the entire state of Ohio working to get these records out of the file cabinet, redact whatever needs to be redacted, scan them, and send them over. You know, but we don't have these records, or we don't have credit card statements. Okay, well, this is a record you're going to have. Here, we want your budget. We want this. We want that. But that's the way it works, man. The IRS is federal. That's a different gig.
And what is the point of requesting all these public records in a state in which you do not reside? You are so stupid. You're a FOIA fool, GoatBoy.
Yes, hi. Who am I speaking with?
Prosecutor's office.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. Yep.
Great. Who am I speaking with?
This is the prosecutor's office.
Alrighty.
Secretary.
Secretary, sure.
Okay.
This call here is being recorded. I'm calling to submit a Chapter 149 request. Hello?
Okay.
Yep, I'm calling to submit a public record request.
Okay.
So my first request is for the
Okay, I'm not doing it. What's this for, did you say?
submitting a public record request.
Hold on.
Sure. I'm not understanding what you're saying. Are you speaking English?
That's a good question, GoatBoy. Are you speaking English or are you speaking Arabian outlaw language? You little Esquire. Well, Asian Pacific Islander. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, let's carry on.
Is this for the clerk's office or the prosecutor's office?
The records are pertaining to the prosecutor department.
What kind of records?
Sure, who am I speaking with? Hello?
Hey, did you want to fax us something?
No, ma'am, I'd like to know who I'm speaking with.
This is Peggy.
Let me write that down, Peggy. Okay. Peggy, I'm calling to submit a oral request.
For what? What kind of records do you need, or what kind of case?
So the first request is going to be for the last 100 closed and completed litigation pertaining to the state attorney department. State prosecutor.
No, we'll need something in writing from you. You have to fax it to our office.
Well, written request is not mandatory per statute.
Now, why is this boy requesting the last 100 cases? Do you know how much paper that's going to be? because a lot of smaller agencies don't keep everything electronically. Oh, that's going to be a couple of reams of paper, boy. You're going to have to pay out the nose for that. But that's okay. He's got a clown nose. Shouldn't be a problem.
So I prefer to do an oral request. I prefer to follow the law here.
What's your name?
Well, in order for you to ask me for my name, per statute, you first have to inform me that a written request is not mandatory. Are you upset in any way?
Hold on.
Are you upset that I'm calling to place a public record request? I should be like a bootlicker and cry. Who uses fax in 2024? Who uses fax? I should be a bootlicker. Man, you guys see this happening everywhere, man. These employees are so pissed off. Think about this. Think about this. Why would these employees be pissed off about someone calling to submit a public record request over the phone, which they have the right to? Why would they get pissed off at somebody doing that, knowing the fact that they never received this type of call in their entire career? In their entire career, they never received someone calling to submit one over the phone. So wouldn't they be honored to say, hey, we never had someone call, but it's good to hear from you?
Goat Boy, I guarantee you these good people do not want to hear from an unspecified specifier peon of a goat herder. Yeah, you know you're not going to get your 40 virgin goats, right, boy?
We're sitting back on Facebook right now, scrolling. We don't got shit to do. Thank you for calling. As a matter of fact, we appreciate people checking in and looking in. You know, but instead, you call, and they never receive this type of call, and they still have great disdain. And this is not one or two stores. This is not one Walmart or two Walmart. This is many Walmarts. How many Walmarts they pulled this already on? Brake County, Ohio prosecutor phone number.
Prosecutor's office.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon. Who am I speaking with?
The prosecutor's office?
Alrighty, I'm calling this call is being recorded here. I'm calling to submit a Chapter 149 request.
I don't even know what that means.
Public record request.
Okay.
So my first request is going to be for the last 100 closed and completed litigation associated with the county prosecutor.
Okay, you need to email your request or submit it formally.
Written request is not mandatory.
A written request is certainly mandatory for all goat herders, especially those that look like you, sweetheart. You're an esquire. You should know better than that, sonny boy. What would your goats think if they heard about this?
No, but we can request it.
Again, I prefer to do over the phone at this time, as written request is not mandatory.
Okay, well, I'm not the person that handles those, but I can transfer you to a voicemail if you'd like to leave them a message.
Well, you actually have an obligation. It says public office here has an obligation to accept my request. So I prefer just to simplify my time here and provide the request to you.
Okay, well, if you would like to send us mail or an email or something, I would prefer that so that way I can take accurate information to get you the information you're wanting.
Again, ma'am, written request is not mandatory. I'm just following the law here, and I would appreciate that you follow the law as well.
Okay, well, let me see if someone's available to help you.
So you're available, but you want to see if somebody else is available. Sure. There they go. There they go. There they go. Right, her name is the prosecutor's office. Yep. I marked down on my notes here, no name. When they don't provide a name, I just write no name.
Goat Boy loves to take notes, doesn't he? Yeah, you better watch it, man, because he's going to report you to the state attorney general's office. Oh, dearie me, no.
You see what's going on here, guys? We called already 20 government agencies, and you see how these people talk to the people and treat the people. This is their duty here. This is their obligation. Look at the screen. A public office or person responsible for public. So it's either or. A public office means anybody who answers the phone. Or person responsible. May ask the requester to make it in writing, may ask them to do this and that, but only after disclosing to the requester that a written request is not mandatory. She's asking me to email it to her. No, ma'am. First, you got to inform me written request is not mandatory. That's another good one, too, requesting voicemails. I could just imagine how many bootlickers are watching right now that are so pissed off that we have this success rate here. They get pissed off that these government employees have to actually do their job.
Well, I'm not upset about that, GoatBoy. What I'm upset about is you don't need the last 100 cases of litigation in the state of Ohio. The hell do you need those for? Why don't you just stick to Illinois where you live? Matter of fact, just stay right there in Chicago on the south side. That's where you belong.
It's not they get pissed off that the government has to do their job. They get pissed off because I'm teaching the people here. You know what I'm saying? They get pissed off. They just don't, they hate themselves, so they gotta hate others when I say about bootlicker.
Good afternoon. This is Josh.
Yes, hi Josh. This call here is being recorded. Who was I on the phone with? I didn't get that person's name.
That was Rindy, the office admin assistant.
Oh, Wendy. Okay, great. Did Wendy relay to you what my request was?
Could you explain it to me again? I don't want to, so I
Yeah.
don't want to hear it from the horse's mouth, as they say.
Sure, I'm calling to submit a Chapter 149 public record request.
Okay.
So my first request is the last 100 closed and completed litigation associated with county prosecutor.
Okay. I'm going to say that's denied as overly broad.
Well, I would need that in writing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where would you like me to send that to?
Sure, I'll give you my contact information after the request. So I have actually 3 total requests here. The second request is going to be the Drake County Prosecutor Department credit card statements for the fiscal year of 2023.
We wouldn't have those records. This isn't Drake County.
Which county is this?
This is Dark County.
Well, I meant to say Dark, not Drake. Dark.
You bloody moron. You don't even know what county you're calling. That's what makes this so asinine. What are you doing with your life besides goat herding?
Okay, well, once again, I wouldn't have those. You need to call the county auditor. She would be the one who keeps those records.
Well, sir, that is my request. I'll just wait for a response. And
Okay.
Sure, yep.
Well, that's denied also because we don't keep those records.
Well, I would wait for that in writing, sir. My third request is going to be all emails sent and received on today's date pertaining to the county prosecutor.
Can you? What does that mean? I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
Sure, I'll say it over. All emails sent and all emails received from the county prosecutor.
In regards to?
All the emails sent today and all the emails sent out by the county prosecutor.
By the actual county prosecutor?
Yes, that is correct. By the elected county prosecutor.
Okay.
Oh, he wanted to call as well. Yep, and my journalist listening in now, he wants to make the 4th request of this audio call, the actual recording to this call.
I'm not keeping any record of. I'm not recording this call.
Well,
so...
it could be extracted from the phone carrier or your IT department.
What is this boy babbling about? It can be extracted from the phone carrier or the IT department? You have been smoking some crack, boy. You really have. Is that why your hair turned orange? I sure do like that hair color. You sure do look pretty, boy.
We don't keep any recordings of that, so that's a record that doesn't exist.
Well, that is my 4th request, sir. I would need that in writing.
Okay.
I ask that you respond with the true and correct copy certifying true and correct response or responsive records.
this sent?
Sure, my email address is cable1, spelled out CABLEONE.
Okay.
The number 84.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
Formal response. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Now let's listen as the unspecified specifier, aka peon, explains to us what you should do to protect your rights and make your government workers do work that's unnecessary. Let's listen in.
Be on the lookout. These records will be in my email box in the next 10 days. There's a lot of them probably going to claim they need clarification on the first one, closing completed litigation. I'm going to reword that next time, okay? I'm going to reword that so it'll make it a little bit more easier. But anyhow, thank you guys again. I want you guys to learn how it's done. I want you guys to get in touch with me if you want to start doing these phone calls. You could request, like I said, police use of force. You could call schools right now, school district, to have them send you the LGBT curriculum of what they're showing children. You could piss the bootlickers off with that, because the bootlickers, they want to show your children them type of books. But you could request to see what type of books the schools are showing children. You could request credit cards. I mean, the list goes on. You could call directly, specifically. You could dedicate an entire stream requesting records from code enforcement. You want to know what's the last 50 violations issued by code enforcement from any and every city hall as you go down the list. These folks have to honor your oral request. They can't send you off to a written. They can't send you off to an email. They can't tell you go online. They have to honor your oral request. Bottom line.
Well, there you have it, good people. Another waste of time by GoatBoy, just calling people because he thinks he deserves these records. The Foyer team, no doubt about it. There's something really wrong with this guy. Well, we've known that for years, though, haven't we, good people? He's a bloody moron, and that's on a good day. Well, not to worry, though. If you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe, because as this video proves, there's no end to the stupidity on YouTube, especially when it comes to frauditors. Please check out Dr. Dave's other channels, Dr. Dave, Debunker of Frauditors and Soft-Sits, and, of course, Dr. Dave's main channel, which has over 6,000 video uploads for your viewing pleasures. GoatBoy, you need a job. In the worst kind of way, you really do. I don't know who the hell's going to hire you, though. You're a smartass. Cheers to that.
Transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book. I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir. Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town? Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This will become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to see that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you with?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you with?
What do you mean?
I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for the book, sir.
Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter. Please comply.
Pass. I got a pass.
Along with an inspection on the zoning and town zoning and ordinances book. I'm going to be conducting some business here. I'm going to be recording it.
Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. There may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have. If you want to have a seat, I'll ask.
Sure, that's fine.
Ma'am, I have permission to film. I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man,
Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks.
where does it state that?
Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, sure, possibly.
I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment.
I also have permission here with me.
Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service.
Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record.
Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated.
Come again?
Very rude.
I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude.
Well, anyhow,
No one really cares.
no one really cares.
An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law.
Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay, well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken a law. Here's what I will tell you.
Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You could just call me sir. I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
you talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful, what you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm gonna have a criminal enterprise community section, and it's gonna be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag, you're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff, and we're gonna prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court.